So, ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon again, and we are moving to our second panel discussion for the day at edX Expo 2026. So, ladies and gentlemen, our topic for the second panel discussion will be balancing passion and future career goals in choosing a degree. So, parents naturally think about job security, income, and stability. Students think about passion, creativity, and personal dreams. So, ladies and gentlemen, but the best degree choice happens when the both sides meet in the middle. So, without taking much time, we'll move to the session with our distinguished guest. So, let me introduce the panel today. We have Dr. Dilina Herat. He is the Pro Vice Chancellor at ESOFT University of Colombo. Thank you for coming, sir. And we have Dr. Samurthy Senanayaka. She is the Business Development Manager and a lecturer at Psychology at ESOFT University Colombo. Thank you for being with us. So, ladies and gentlemen, starting with the panel discussion, I would like to start the discussion with Dr. Dilina. Doctor, so is it possible for passion-driven fields to also be highly employable? What do you see from your perspective? I think you have multiple years of experience in education, so we would like to hear from you.
Yeah, very good question. The thing is, okay, passion, we used to think the passion is one thing, education is separated from passion because that is a traditional thinking where typical Sri Lankans used to say, irrespective of what the child wants to do, parents will decide what is best for the child. So most of the time, what happens, the student or the child will end up doing something, especially A-levels, doing something which is not going to go well with their personality traits and all that. So the key thing here is to identify what you like. There are so many areas you can connect what you like to earn money, right? So I'm not bragging here. I can say I wanted to become a teacher. I want to teach, for example. So now there are different ways to teach. Right? So there are different types of earning you can get from teaching. So it is our job to think, okay, passion is teaching, so it can be university level, it can be tutoring, so we can decide how much money you want to earn. To answer your question, yes, definitely yes. You are having now, unlike early days, I mean previously we have a lot of pathways. You can connect directly your passion to money-making ventures. You can be an entrepreneur, you can learn something, you can become an engineer doing your own thing. So it is endless. I mean, definitely your answer is yes. You have to, I think, my personally, you have to select something you really want to do. What is going to get aligned with your personality traits. And there are a lot of programs, degrees, diploma programs on offer for somebody to follow, and while going with your passion, you can earn money. Right?
Thank you, sir. I think it was a very detailed explanation. So moving to Dr. Samurdhini. So doctor, we would like to hear from you. So how can students balance personal passion with future career security?
It's a good question. Basically, then fashions and the, sorry, what is the questions?
How can students balance personal passion with future career security?
Future security is the main, our employment. That's because end of the degree, all person, the expectation of the degree, job. That's the main things. Because as I am the industrial person and the academic person. As a my personality experience, all degrees, I am looking for the job. All the students same hope to be the nice student, nice experience with the nice industry. That's the main thing. Then, if you start the degree, you have to think about what is the value of your industry as a person. If you start business management degree, then you have to think about what is my future job, how I develop my career. That's a thing. As a psychologist, after my professions, I have to think about what is my end point, because psychology has so many different areas, and what is the valuable thing, what I demand in future. I have to think about that way. As a student who is starting your as a level student has started your initial degree, then you have to think about what is the value of your job. Then you can create your own pathways, because nowadays so many areas we have. Not as a Asian, right? We have also become doctor, become the lawyer, like that. But nowadays we have different areas. Then we have choose and self-demanding. That's the way. Then as a student, I give the advice to all the students, demand yourself and make your value with your degree, and then think about your career opportunities. That's the way.
I think the point was taken. I think the audience is agreed with that purely. So thank you very much. Dr. Dilina, I think nowadays when it comes to the current context, not like past, right? We have more options. So having more options also, it will be sometimes difficult to nowadays the students to have kind of a correct choice. So how does, from your perspective and from your industry experience and from ESOFT point of view, just tell us how you are going to manage this.
Again, a very good question, because more programs, more complexity. And if we are going to go back to your first question about the career aspirations and what you really want to do, as an academic institution, since you are referring to ESOFT, we are exactly targeting that, right? So, like you said, so complexity comes from different perspectives. Now, for example, student should understand, okay, what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses and so on, and what they like to do. So from our side, we need to cater to them. We need to tailor programs to their different perspectives. So then the complexity will go away. Because the complexity, I think Dr. Samudri would say, being a psychologist, more ambiguities you see, more clearer things you don't see, you will see it as complex. But if you are in a position to show this program would suit for your passion, your ambition, there won't be any complexity. So actually that's why we are here. So that's why I want to reiterate this, because we are having a lot of different programs tailored for different career aspirations and personality traits. So in that context, now we are having diploma levels, right? So if you don't like to do exams, we can have pathways having coursework, then progress to degree levels, then you can progress to even masters up to PhD. So there won't be any complexity if the institution you are going to look at, like ESOFT Uni, it's going to give you a career pathway, clear guidelines, aligning with your passion. So then if it's our job to make it less complex to a student to select a course. That's why we are here.
Thank you very much. And Dr. Samudri, we know ESOFT is not just an institute, I know. So in Sri Lanka, you all have been ranked among the top higher education institutes in Sri Lanka. So I just want to highlight some of and I just want to know from you the university portfolios, right? So in that context, just tell us, how does ESOFT University support students with different interests and career goals? Because I think you are the right person. From the psychological point of view, we just want to understand how you will cater to that.
Okay, just I started like this, because ESOFT is the earlier 25 years industrial company. After the 25 years, we transition period, ESOFT Uni. It's a good opportunity for the students, because now our setup is as the university level. We have faculties, art faculty, business faculty, science faculties. We have like the faculties wise university level. Then student can choose what they perspective and they can choose the programs. That's the main target. And other things, ESOFT is not delivered to only the degrees. We always follow with our students career development, skill development, and other thing, international pathways, how to become the valuable person and the unique person. Because most of the institutes have so many degrees. It's comparing others, our past, we have very selected companies. But now, ease of delivering so many degrees, different areas. We have life science faculty, have six departments: psychology, nursing, early childhood, educations, like that. We have different departments, have so many courses. Main thing, we are not only delivering degrees, because we have best academic faculty in our departments. They always guide with our students. They focus in their researchers and how they develop their careers. Because main problem is the students, they are choose degrees, but they don't know how the end of their life, what is their job. That's the main purpose. Because I am the lecturer, so many students asking, what is my end point? They have a goal. Every day I am asking to my students, what is your future? What is your targets? But they haven't, they are blind. Just they are doing the degrees, only that. That's the main problem in the percentage. But we have follow up our students. That's our main thing. What is your career pathways? What is your opportunities? We always contact with our students. That's the main thing given to ESOFT from students.
Right. Thank you very much, doctors. I think we are fully aligned with your reply and answer. So thank you very much. So Dr. Dilina, we would like to hear from you now. When it comes to education, doctor, we believe that it's not just about the theory in books and not just the test and all thing, because we have to focus this global recognition and the industry exposure as well. So as doctor said, so it should be matched to each other, right? So just tell us how important are these industry exposure and global recognition when choosing a degree program?
A good question. Actually, there are two questions, I think. First question, answering, okay. Like you said, gone are the times that any sector, even public sector, would be recruiting anybody who's not having exposure, right? Exposure comes from different perspectives. Exposure comes from things like internships. You give a chance to a student to practice what you learn in the classroom from one side. Then in the classroom, we have to have certain amount of personal skills development related to industry you are going to get in. For example, if you take one of our degrees, let's say IT, Bachelor of Information Technology, is having a professional development module. Why? Because we are exposing students to whatever the team environment you get in industry, the project environments you get in the industry, and so on. Then that's why most of our programs are catered, tailored for getting the industry exposure. Now, for example, our degrees, most of the top-up degrees, we have weekend option. Why? We are getting students to practice what they learn in the classroom and get a job. So most of our students who are going to graduate, they will be graduating with industry exposure. That is the, I think, first part of your question. Second part is very important. Why? No one is going to or willing to do a course. Now there are so many courses on offer. So many institutions are there, right? When somebody is going to select a course, it should be accredited from a recognized body. That global recognition would come from there. Now, for example, ESOFT University is a degree awarding body registered under Ministry of Higher Education, one of you, and we are partnered with, we are part of Association of Commonwealth University. So the global recognition is there anyway. Then the universities we are partnered with, they are well-known global brands. Right? So that is a must. If somebody is going to follow any course, any type of a course, should be looking for what is the regulatory framework this course is offered under. Now, if you take Sri Lanka, there are two regulatory frameworks. One is NVQ, National Vocational Qualification. Then other one is FHE, our UGC the regulatory framework. Then there are other qualification frameworks are there. So any student who's going to take part in any course offered by any university or any institute should be looking for this accreditation set, because it's a very good question, because sometimes there are blacklisted universities, blacklisted institutions. Now, maybe not in Sri Lanka. So if you go to, I mean, let's say you want to migrate, let's say go to Canada, so there's this called World Education Service. Then you will be sending your certificate there, then they will be saying, okay, this is not recognized. So prevention is better than cure always in education. You should be looking at whether this institution is accredited, whether the course you are following is accredited, and it's coming under in some sort of a regulatory, accepted regulatory framework. So global recognition and industry exposure go hand in hand, because you might have all the experience, you might have a certificate, but if that certification is not recognized globally, you will be at a dead end. So any student, it's a must for a student to see whether my qualification is recognized globally. So it's a must actually. Very good question. Thank you.
So ladies and gentlemen, with that note, we are coming to the closing of the direct questions from the panel. And I think we had a very fruitful discussion and very well organized and very well detailed explanation from the panel. So we have a few minutes if there are questions from the physical audience to the panel. If there are no questions, I would like to go to the closing, I would say closing advice from the panel to the students and parents at edX Expo. So this question is for both of you, and you can take 2 minutes and give your advice. Just tell us the advice or the closing message that you all want to give to the students and parents who are engaged with edX Expo 2026, and to the whole Sri Lanka who are engaged with our social platforms. Yeah.
Ladies first.
Okay. edX is I think, one of the most famous education exhibition in the Sri Lanka. It's held in the past of Royal College. edX is more opportunities. I'm going to my past after my A-levels. After the A-levels, I came to edX for the getting informations. That's my experience. I think it's still same scenario happening after the A-levels, after the O-levels, or who is doing jobs, who need to more gain your future, they are coming to edX. This is edX good opportunity for the who is interested in the studies. Not only bachelor's degree, not only the master's, whatever, who start your careers with education, this is the best opportunity for the all students and the employees. I think it's the best way, because as my experience, as I'm saying, after the ALS, I started searching my degrees, searching my careers from the edX. I still remember. That's the thing. I think, as of now, I done my A-levels 2013, now 2026, so many years gone. But still, I see so many students coming, so many students gathering, and edX is the brand. It's a good opportunity for the Sri Lanka students. They can gain lot of things from the edX. It's the best way. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much. I think, Doctor, you also might have to say something.
I can add something because, my first edX experience, I think 2011, so I'm much older than I look anyway, sorry. The thing is, now she is explaining about herself. Some students I met, I counseled, I taught, students I met at edX. So I can continue with what I can contribute to, because you guys are doing a good job. I think some of their whole life been changed. I can relate to, I can still remember 2012. I met when I was counseling at that time. I was teaching, I was counseling. Two students I met. One currently following a PhD in New Zealand, and other one is a very top-notch bank in Sri Lanka. So a chance meeting at edX in 2012, they completely changed their life, right? So simply because I managed to, coming back to our theme, I managed to align their passion with what they have to study. Two different pathways. We had this discussion a while ago as well. So I met them at edX. Their edX experience completely changed their life for good, actually, right? So my take-home advice is, so we are still here at edX, at ESU, as ESU. We have a lot of courses we can offer. So I think my closing remark, okay, it's your chance to get your life transformed. Come and visit us at ESOFT Unit Hall. Thank you.
So thank you very much, dear panel. So big thank you from the edX team for this meaningful collaboration with edX Expo 2026 at BMICH. So ladies and gentlemen, with that note, we are coming to the closing of the second panel discussion for the day. And on behalf of entire edX team, I would like to express our deepest gratitude towards ESOFT University. And thank you very much for whoever who joined with us via online platform as well as the physical audience. So today we realized something powerful. The best degree is the one that matches your passion and prepares you for the future. I think that's the closing message from edX also that we all need to give you all. So thank you very much and have a nice day and enjoy rest of the edX. Thank you very much.